Greetings and salutations, good people. My name is OJ James Bush Jr. This here is OJB Cooking. Hey man, it's cold outside. When it's cold outside, and you know what that means. It's time to make up a good old traditional chili, just like Mom used to make. Good for our souls. We also go hook ourselves up a good old jalapeno cheddar cornbread, cause you gotta have something to go with that good old chili, you feel me? So what we gonna need? We got a pound of ground beef. We got assorted seasons that's gonna make up our chili blend. I'm gonna get into that in just a minute. Got some sausage, got some fire roasted tomato chunks, got some kidney beans, some chili beans, some tomato paste, and then we just gonna bring all that together. That's gonna make up the chili. And then for our cornbread, we got some cornmeal, some flour, got some honey, some milk, and we got some good old cheddar cheese, as well as some jalapenos for your hair top. Jalapenos, as always, come on.
All right, good people. Now the first thing we'll do is hook up our seasoning blend. You could use a McCormick mix. You know, that's what we grew up on, but today we gonna hook up from scratch. We got 1 teaspoon of cumin. We got a tablespoon of chili powder. We got a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne and chipotle powder. Got a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, onion powder, and black pepper. And we got a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you can add salt, you know, as needed for flavoring, as you'll see me do. And then we just go a little bit of olive oil. And then we go brown our ground beef. We got a pound of ground beef going in. We go break that up with our fingers a little bit as we add it to the pan to increase our surface area. So when we go in and add a little some seasoning. So we just go do this, you know, just by hand. I didn't measure nothing. So we got some salt, some pepper, and we got some onion powder. And then we go throw in some garlic powder as well. And you know, again, just season this part to taste. Not rocket science. You got this. And then we go break that down real good, like, you know. If you like a little bit more of a chunky, you know, a chunkier chili, you know, leave your meat a little bit more chunky. Broke this down pretty good. We'll let that simmer down now. There we go. A little wrist action, a little forearm workout. Simmer down now. I'm just gonna let that continue to cook on down. There we go. And now we go remove this and drain off that excess juice and grease. And we go add that back to the pan. And then we go throw in our sausage. I used about a 1/2 pound of sausage. Didn't bother boring y'all with that. And then we got a 16-ounce can of fire roasted tomato chunks. Got a 16-ounce can of pinto beans. And we got a 16-ounce can of kidney beans going in as well. Right, we got a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Probably used about 4 to 5 ounces of it. I didn't use exactly the whole thing, but you know, you can add more if you like. And we just go mix that on up. And I know it's not looking like nothing just yet, but you just sit tight. You know what I mean? Have faith. And then we threw another 1/2 can of our fire roasted tomato chunks in, just making sure we get a nice balance and mixture. All right, we got a 12-ounce bag of frozen peppers and onions. I probably used about 8 ounces. If you're not feeling lazy like me, you can, you know, chop that up fresh, but you know, I was using shortcuts today. And we got our seasoning blend. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. We'll dump that right on in. And this way everything start coming together, y'all. Yeah. You get at a good mix. You want to let that get nice and acquainted. You'll cover that up and let it simmer. Come back. Yeah. You start to look like something. You get at a good stir. It was at this point I added a bit more salt and a bit more tomato paste. Just working with the mixture, just making sure that, you know, I get to the right consistency that I'm looking for. And you may be looking for a different consistency, but you know, that's the joy of cooking. You know what I mean? Make it your own. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you. Get at a good old mix again. Look at that. Ooh, we in the game now, people. We're going to go over here, let this simmer a bit more while we make our cornbread muffins. And we're going to make a honey jalapeno cheddar cornbread muffin. And we're going to go in with 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal. And then we got 1 cup of self-rising flour. Here on up in there. Whisk that together. Let that get nice and acquainted. And then we got, I put 2 tablespoons of sugar actually. I wanted this cornbread to be slightly more sweet, not too sweet, but you know, if you like yours a bit more sweet, add a little bit more sugar and honey, and then go on from there. And we'll get our wet mix together. We got a couple of room temp eggs going on up in there. All right, so whisk that on up. Give it a good whisk. That's enough. And then we got a cup and a half of buttermilk. I actually switched from whole milk to buttermilk. I had it at the crib, so I went ahead and used that instead. You'll get that a good mix. There you go. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. And we got our honey. I sped this up, but this is about 3, tablespoons roughly of honey. Like I said, add a bit more if you want it a little bit more sweet. And then we got 5 tablespoons of melted butter going into our wet mixture as well. And we'll get that another good mix. Yeah, just like that. Then we're gonna pour that on in there. And we're gonna throw in, that's a fourth of a cup of chopped up pickled jalapeno. And I just chopped it up, threw it to the side. And then we're gonna mix that on in. Now I sped this up a little bit, you know what I mean? You don't wanna be this rough with your mixture. You wanna be real gentle like. And then we got a half a cup of mild cheddar going into the mixture. Probably could have threw that in a little bit earlier, but don't worry about it. We got there. Alright, then we're gonna take a greased muffin pan and we just go very carefully add our mixture. Yeah, just like that. Speed it up a little bit. Don't waste y'all time. We'll skip the rest of them, and we just gonna throw just a little jalapeno slice on there for garnishment. I ain't really do nothing for the flavor, but it's a good look. And here we go. Ooh, that chili done, boy. Look at that. Look at the game, people. See, when we started off, y'all ain't think it was going to end up looking like that, did you? You can admit it. It's fine. I ain't gonna judge you. Although you should trust my skills by now. Look at that. Ooh. And look at the muffins, boy. That's perfect. Perfect. Winning out here. Ooh, look at that. Break it open for the heat to escape. All right, time to plate. Going in 1 scoop, 1 time. Got 2 scoops, 2 times. Little cheddar cheese for garnishment. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. We got a dollop of sour cream. Look at that. Perfect. And then we got some green onions for your hair top. And we in the game, people. Look at that. Ooh, that is beautiful. Looking good, looking good. Yes, you do. And I know you want to bite. Go on, cue up this video, hook it up at the crib. Let me know how it turned out. Hit the comment section. Time to taste.
All right, good people. Moment of truth. Trying to test it out, see what it do. Oh yeah. Yes. This came out super good, super flavorful, and just hit all the chili spots, man. Cornbread muffins came out great. Jalapeno cheddar, you know what I mean? Can't go wrong with that. That's it, man. That is it. We're gonna do one more bite for the road.